what is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Thursday. I hope you all are doing well. And yeah, doing an evening stream today, primarily because it was a little bit of a busier day today, and I still have a lot of things I need to get done. But I wanted to make sure that we checked in because I did that impromptu stream last night for the 100K Bitcoin, and since then we've had a little dumperooski over here, jumping down to, I don't know, it was like 96 before, we're at 97 now. So continuing to chop all around, and it is kind of what it is. I don't know what else to say. We are in that time period where I still think, I didn't think that we would cross 100K before mid-December. We did. So now that's kind of like done with. But with this dump, as like a reminder that, it's not just up and to the right only, my expectation, I suppose, remains the same. Now, it's not necessarily that, obviously, we've crossed 100K already, but that the bull run in and of itself, right? So the further momentum, the more new all-time highs and all that is probably not going to happen still until second half of December, mid-December. So, I'm just kind of operating under that thesis. I don't think anything's really changed outside of the fact that, outside of the fact that like we crossed 100K and now it's just not a thing, right? We crossed 100K, we're back below. When we cross it again, it's not like, people are going to take out the fireworks once again. It's just something, it's just a number. It's just a number and we're done with it. So, which means that we can move on and move forward. What's been nice to see though, is the fact that, alts seem to have held quite well. I know I'm not looking at it here, but Prime is just blowing everything away, which is amazing. So let's actually go over here. Oh, wait, is Bitcoin back up to 98 now? That's kind of nice. But check out Prime. We're closing in on $16. I mean, this thing just continues to push and push and push, which is fantastic for my bags. We're still only about a $570 million market cap. But keep in mind, I forgot what the percentage is. There's a lot of Prime that is locked up in the prompt wayfinder thing. So, we'll see how that goes. Within Splinterlands, though, you can see here we're still above a penny. So even with that dump, we're holding for whatever that's worth. Vouchers seem to have risen significantly, like they're up 10%. Although I mean, that's just not much of a move for vouchers, but it sounds like we are going to get the stats for this new card soon. And we know that it's going to launch on the 10th. They've hinted at that several times. And then Hive still above 32 cents. So, overall, like, kind of happy with where alts are and where things are for Splinterlands. Can't really complain about it. But yeah, we shall see where things go moving forward. One thing that I think is worth mentioning, well, you can see here, Chaos Legion estimated value is now above 60 cents, 64 cents to be exact, which is interesting. I don't know why the pack price of Rebellion is so low, but it is what it is. And then, what I was going to talk about here is still not seeing a lot of Rebellion pack sales, right? So what are we at now? 978,000, like somewhere around there. So there's still quite a bit left. There's still quite a bit left to be desired on that. We got vlogging in the house. What's going on, vlogging? It's 3:30 a.m., but I can't stop watching the latest season 3 of From. I keep hearing good things about this show, about From. Is that something I need to check out? Seems like it. BTC wicked down almost 10K today, likely wiping a lot of leverage off. Yeah, so I suppose I'm not surprised. I think as soon as we crossed 100K, I kept seeing, before we crossed 100K, I kept seeing so many, tweets and posts and whatever out there, people saying like, there's not much of a sell wall, there's not much liquidity between 100 and 120. And I think most people probably bought into that. If they were playing with leverage, they probably bought into that. It was like, oh, as soon as we cross 100, we're going to jump up to like 110, 120. And so, if the leverage came into play with that, they totally took the bait and just got wiped out, which, that's healthy for a bull run. We want good, sustainable growth going up. Jobby's in the house. Hey, 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 what's going on? Coming in from YouTube this time. So let's go. All right, so where are we at? Let me see. Is Bitcoin over 98 here now? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so we're slowly on the rise. So not too bad. We're hanging in there and enjoying. So it is what it is. In terms of other things going on, there was like, no, I guess that was it. Node licenses are still down. I mean, we're just continuing to open Chaos Legion packs, which is wild to me, but it makes sense even more so now. One thing that I'm trying to track a little bit more closely here, it's not much, but we are seeing SPS get burned here and there. Again, not, it's like on this day it was like 10,000, then like 38,000 there, then like another 18,000, 10,000, 13,000. Right, so it's like small amounts of SPS just getting burned most days, which is interesting because I don't know why that's happening, considering that DEC is still offering like a 20% discount. But you know what I haven't checked? Let's actually go over here to the shop and see. Oh, I want to see legends, because I don't know. I've not been paying attention at all to like phase 4, so I have no idea how much we've sold. 418, that sounds pretty good, but I don't know where we left off the last time. I'll have to go back to one of Brave Tofu's things. But check this out. SPR Stoner is now at the top. Bought a lot of cards, seems like. So that's cool. I mean, we're at 418 million. I would really like to see us hit above 600 million, but we shall see. And then the other side of this coin is this one, which, let's see, how much are these cards going for? All right, so 1350. I mean, this is surprising. Now, again, my prediction is that after we get past 50, it'll slow down a bit. But, oh, look at this. This is really slow. Dude, I'll take this card for 40,000 DEC. Sure, why not? I'm a bid. I better get my DEC back when somebody outbids me. But hell, if I get it for 40,000, why not? That's all the DEC I have. No, actually, I have like another 1,000, but we'll keep that. I wonder if just nobody's paying attention to this yet. What if one of these sneaks through for like 50,000? That's gonna be wild. Oh, let me guess, the blocks are behind or something. Either way, that's where we're at within the world of Splinterlands here. There was something, yeah, of course, the delay in processing this transaction. Okay. There were some new abilities teased by the team, and I'm not logged in on X, I think, and I don't know what my password is. So let's do Splinterlands Twitter. See if we can find it. Well, they're not Steam monsters anymore. All right, let's do x.com/Splinterlands. See if we can find it. Last chance to get the exclusive Mana Warden. Man, I saw some screenshots, but look at this. All their tweets are from like 2021. I think there's something wrong with X, at least on whatever browser I'm looking at. Because every time I would go to Plan B, it just didn't have all the new stuff either. Why is that? Is this like a cookies or a caching issue? Or I don't know. I don't know how that works. All right, well, let me jump into Discord and see if I can find those screenshots. Where is it at? I think they were in the tavern. Okay, so here's one. Let's do copy link, and all right, so here's a screenshot somebody posted. I don't know if it's real or not because I haven't checked their thing, but I'm assuming that it is. Actually, you know what? Let me check on my phone since I'm logged into X there. That's really disappointing that if I'm not logged in, I can't see all that stuff. Splinterlands. Ooh, okay. Yeah, they have a couple there. Okay, so this is one called Shroud of Reflection Shield. Now, do we know who this ability... well, okay, so hold up. There's 2 more legends coming out. And then there's the voucher promo card. So this is... we just have to figure out which is which, right? But here's a new ability, Shroud of Reflection Shield. So at the start of the battle, units adjacent to this unit gain Reflection Shield. You know, I really like this new style of ability where you give somebody next to you an ability or in front of you an ability. It just, like, it makes placement in the meta so much more important. Like, Mana Warden was the first one that really did that, but now we're getting, some really cool stuff here. So that's one. Let me see if they have screenshots of the other. That's a copy link. Let me leave these all open too, so we can go back and forth. All right, this one is called Poison Burst. So when defeated, 100% chance to apply poison to the attacker and 50% chance to apply poison to the units adjacent to the attacker. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Oh man, I'm just trying to imagine, like, this is gonna be an interesting card. The only cards protected from it will probably be something that has like immunity, right? But this is interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's see if there's one more. Oh, they didn't do a screenshot of it, but I think I have it here. All right, I don't think anybody posted a screenshot, but I'll just read it to you guys off of X on my phone because I'm lazy. I don't know how to get it. All right, so we looked at Reflection Shield, Poison Burst, and the last one is Untrainable. Oh, very simple. It cannot be weapons trained. Huh. This is, if you guys remember, this is part of the, goes back to that Scarecrow idea that I had, where you could like build a unit with, some of the natural resources from land, and then it's just there to take a hit. You can't weapons train it. Oh, what if that's what they're preparing for? Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh man, I hope they take that idea and run with it. I don't even want the credit. I just want it in the game, please. But yeah, so those are all I think those are all 3. Did I cover everything? Yeah, and there's like the Lorne and Lyons last call on the shop. Cool. Okay. Huh. Here we go. Oh, we got a lot more people on the stream now, or at least a lot more chat. So let's jump in. Ankh12, what's going on? Good to see you here. Bananas, yeah, big old steamy dumps. Yeah, except for Prime and maybe some of the others. Do you ability, seriously? Smash the like. Thank you, Ankh. Oh, you didn't get the YouTube notification again, man? I don't know, dude. I think YouTube has shadow banned me. I don't know what controversial thing I've said. Maybe it's the fact that we're talking about crypto stuff. Operation Choke Point 3.0. So unoriginal. Oh, you don't like the... Wait, which one is so unoriginal? Maybe the reflection shield one. But I like this Poison Burst. I don't know how that's gonna I don't know how effective it's going to be. I mean, it seems as though it's going to be. Like, maybe it's a taunt unit. I don't know. Like that's what would make the most sense. That'd be cool. Buddy abilities, indeed. Yeah, I know. All right. So those are the new abilities. We don't know what they're paired up with yet, but hopefully we shall find out soon. You know, I guess it's not that big of a dump. I mean, it's a massive dump for you know, Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, and all those like companies that are Bitcoin adjacent. But you can see here on the 24-hour, like ETH still up, BNB still up 4%, Matic's up 2%, 9% for Solana. Even Gala's looking good. And then Cardano. Hell, even SPS is starting to climb a little bit now. What is our local top? Hold on. You know what? Let's go back here. And I want to see what kind of data they have for us. See, this is saying 1.03 cents. So I don't want all-time high. I kind of just want, like, what's the 30-day high? Oh, this is just the open and close. Well, this is kind of what I want, just not in the format that I want it. I guess I don't have it. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so is this 1 month? Oh, they did not. Did we actually get up to 1.1 cents? Or are they just being lazy and rounding up with less decimal? Oh, maybe we did get to 1.1 cents. Because look at this. You look at the 24-hour and they got the decimal places all the way out. But then you get to the 1 month high, and that's 1.1. I'm assuming that's the same for 1 year. Oh, no, I forgot. Yeah, this still includes last year. When did things start tanking? Was it like January, February, March? So here's December, 3.6. December 27. Yeah, and then we quickly slid back down to like 2.2 cents in end of January, early February. I don't know what this pump was. Oh, you know what? This was us maybe riding the wave with the rest of the market as Bitcoin started to do its thing, but clearly it was not much. And yeah, we're just been on this big banana boat slide right here. Oh God, that's such an ugly chart for 1 year. Hold on, I want to make myself feel better. I want to look at Prime on the 1 year. Now this is not going to be as nice, or it's still going to be pretty. Oh, $16, because if you remember, look at that, $30, 27, 28. What's the? Hold on, what's the high here? All-time high was 28.08. Okay, but that still looks like a better recovery. All right, let's see some top alts. Oh, Solana hit a new all-time high, so that's not fair. What else is out there? Avalanche. So on the 1 year. Okay. It's getting pretty close. All-time high though was what? 146. Holy moly. Hold on, I want to see this. For reference, I do not own any Avalanche. Yo, is this token like deflationary? Check this out. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. No, it's still inflationary. What was I thinking? Every token out there is inflationary. Who in their right mind would make a deflationary one? That's just not. Mitchell says, are you a land baron yet? No, I'm not a land baron. I have not bought any extra land. So, and I'm not trying to get up to 50. I was just thinking that it would be cool to buy some more land at this point. Because it's like, do I want to drop like, I don't know, hundreds of dollars on... Because it'll cost me like $150 just to get like EMP maxed out, right? And I'm like, oh, well, I can buy like a decent amount of land plots for that. And then just like slowly get them started over time. Use the grain that I earn from them to, you know, pay for more DEC, level up the cards. Like, it's just, I don't know. The way that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, all right, how much capital do I really want to throw into like trying to keep up with the meta? I'm so patient now, so patient when it comes to playing in, you know, in wild if I have to, that it's like, I'll just buy rebellion cards in like 18 months or 24 months, whatever it is. Oh, guys, I just had a normie friend. This is the first that happened. Because I don't know. I try not to talk about it too much outside of here. I just literally had a normie friend. This is no joke. I'm going to quote her text exactly. What's this Bitcoin thing that happened yesterday? Literally just texted me right now. Hold on, I'm going to respond. Bitcoin hit $100,000 per coin. Okay, so I got to tell you a story. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but this same normie friend. So just to like recalibrate where the rest of the world is when it comes to normies, I asked her maybe like a month ago. Yeah, it was probably about a month ago. It was definitely before the election. I straight up just asked her, I'm like, okay, there's no right answer, wrong answer here. I just want to know what you think. Like, you've heard of Bitcoin. What do you think the price of Bitcoin is right now? All right. So I just asked her that, and I was like, don't look it up. Don't do anything. Just tell me, like, off the top of your head, if you had to guess, what do you think the price of Bitcoin is right now? And she's like, I don't know, like $600. And we were sitting at like between 60 and 70,000. And so I was like, no, you're like 100x off. All right. And she couldn't believe it. And I was, again, I tried to like orange pill her a little bit, but it's just funny now. Cause that was like the only time I had a conversation with her about it. And now here we are like a month later, and she's like, yo, what happened with Bitcoin yesterday? So it's like, okay, yes. Retail is starting to wake up just ever so slightly. All right. Mitchell says, few people willing to sell a bunch. So they have players working for keeps and castles. A few people willing to sell a bunch, so they have players working for keeps for the keep and castles. What does that mean? You can like work to own, play to own keeps and castles. Luke, what's going on, Luke? Hey, Luke, are you still playing Moon Carts? I think they just dropped a new update for that today. In fact, let me see real quick. I got a tag somewhere earlier. All right, so they got this proposal. This is from yesterday. But then they also put something in official announcements today. Everyone, new version of Moon Carts has been deployed. You can find release notes and tech updates. Leaderboard rewards are next online. We're committed to improving your gaming experience with every update. Try out the latest changes and share your feedback. Okay, so let's go to tech updates and see what's there. All right, so tech updates as of 9:31 this morning. Release notes for version 1.2.3. We're thrilled to introduce 1.2.3 for the game. This update focuses on addressing key gameplay elements, optimizing performance, and enhancing the backend systems to provide a more polished and engaging experience. Check out what's new. Gameplay fixes and enhancements, a track behavior update, resolved the icy track issue where carts felt like they were floating, ensuring a more grounded driving experience. Brake system is overhauled. Brakes are now more aggressive, giving players tighter control. Reverse speed adjustments, so reduced maximum reverse speed to 25% of your carts. Were people just driving backwards the entire time? And then drifting mechanics now play a crucial role in navigating sharp turns, making it an essential skill for competitive gameplay. Then there's performance optimization, Graphics, okay. Dynamic quality settings, FPS counter, okay. Acceleration tweaks, adjusted, all right. And then backend improvements. And then DNF penalty system introduced a did not finish penalty for players who failed to complete the races within the 10-minute time limit. Penalties are applied periodically every 3 minutes in the form of ranking point deductions, ensuring a fair competition and encouraging timely race completions. Good. They needed something like that. Because for a while I was like, can I just join races and then never finish? And if it's just me and someone else, I still get the benefit of getting second place. Which I didn't do, but that just seemed like a waste of time still. But I'm glad that they shored that up. All right, Luke says, never bothered. Fair enough. All right, well, I was really hoping that we would have some new cards to dig into, or at least the new voucher card, but all we got is a bunch of abilities. I don't know which one is going to go on the voucher card. They all seem interesting. If I had to like do like a wish list, like what is the best one for the voucher card, meaning like what is the best one overall, and hope that the voucher card gets it, which is a tall order, right? Because they're trying to sell the other cards. Not the weapons training one, because I don't know what the benefit of that is. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe the card has something else going for it, and it's just like a really good support card or something. So it would either be the Reflection Shield Shroud. Is that what's called? Shroud of Reflection Shield, or the poison thing. Poison Burst. I don't know. That's tough. Like Reflection Shield is good. I wonder if like to kind of go in line with Mana Warden, where Mana Warden was one of the first cards that offered like this whole adjacent play. Maybe it's going to be the Reflection Shield one. But that poison one is interesting. Poison Burst. So I'd like to see that one on there, but my guess is that it's going to be the Reflection Shroud. Just because like it kind of follows in line with like Mana Warden of like this placement thing. And I know the like Rune Arcanist or whatever the rare one was that gave like Phase Ward was like the same thing. And that was not a, like that should have been maybe a the next card, but who knows? We'll see. Banana says the Drivers of Moon cards should have been Splinterland Summoners, like the Hall of Fame ones. That would have been awesome, man. That would have been awesome. Would have loved to see little Yoden riding around. Mitchell says, I feel like they're going heavy with the new abilities. Seems like in the last year we've had as many rules as the previous 5 years. Yeah, there's a lot of new abilities. I think it's going to get increasingly difficult for new players if it's not already. Now, my guess is that they're going to start removing a lot of abilities with Conclave Arcana. And I don't know if I heard Matt say that, or maybe Call Me Tim at some point. Like, I think they're going to cycle out a lot of the old abilities. So that should be interesting too. Like, you know, maybe there'll be certain things that are just no longer available in the newer set. So that makes Modern more interesting and hopefully less, like if you don't have to worry about all of those old abilities. And truth be told, I'm struggling to think of ones that are like Chaos Legion or older specific, right? Because it'll be Conclave Arcana and Rebellion. So I'd have to see like a full Rebellion set and then kind of figure out like what's not there. Jobby says, is Splinterlands nerf double strike with trample? I don't think so. I haven't seen that. In the olden days, when the first strike killed the opponent, it will trample the next. If it also killed an opponent with the second strike, it will trample again. Yeah, it still does that. Now only one of the strikes will activate trample. I have not seen that. So this most often happens with, Possibilis and Coastal Sentry, and I've never seen an issue with that not being the case. So maybe it's a bug if you want to report that battle, but I haven't seen that. I can only imagine a world with no void or shield. That would be interesting. But there's some people in Rebellion that have, I'm sure there's some that have void and shield, so I think they want to like try and reduce complexity of the meta in modern. Venka sometimes tramples the entire enemy team. Yeah, well, if you get the trample rule set or stampede rule set, you get a lot there. Mitchell says, I posted to your Discord, someone got some cheap plots. Yeah, I know. The plots just keep going. There were some for like under $11, and then all of those got scooped up. Let's see. Now there's some for under $12, like $11.99. Maybe these get scooped up too. No, they're still available. I mean, I'm not like particularly worried. Like if I get a plot at like $11 or $12 versus like $14, it's not like the biggest deal, or $15. Again, because I made that video not because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go become like a land baron and I'm just gonna buy like a ton of plots. I don't even want to put that kind of capital towards building up land. But just the idea of having more land and having fun with the meta of like managing resources, right? As something different from the meta of managing like the game, is nice. Or at least it's somewhat appealing to me, because all this stuff will then go back out into the Splinterlands ecosystem, right? So at least that's my thought with it. But yeah, there's a bunch of deserts available. All right, so Luke says, you seen some of the anger by iHorus in Arcade Colony Discord chat, aka Mooncard Discord? No, I don't ever go in there unless it's like the official announcements. So I haven't seen anything. Oh, okay. I will stop when you give me your legal information. I need your mailing address and tax ID number. And don't tell me what I can and cannot say. I will tell the SEC about GLX stablecoin being able to watch your mouth. Oh, come on, iHorus. Dude, we're in a bull market. Like, let it go. What's going on here, man? That's funny. It's funny because like iHorus, iHorus comes on the channel sometimes too. So if you watch this iHorus, it's like sometimes you're like totally cool with the game and you're like buying a bunch of stuff, and I don't get it. And then other times you're like, you have this vendetta against anybody associated with the game. Mitchell says on Hive Engine. Wait, people posted cheap land plots on Hive Engine. Okay. Big dumps all around. What's up, People's Guild? Good to see you here. When's that Matt episode dropping? We need to get more alpha. I need you guys to like dig in deep and get me a roadmap. Ask Matt for some time, or ask Matt for some timelines. Damn it, come on. We've put up for a full year with this bullshit of like soon. I just want some timelines. Damn it, give me some timelines. I want to know when to expect things. I don't care if you tell me it's not coming until like Q2. Just tell me so that I can like set my expectations accordingly. Because everything that I was expecting for Q3 then became Q4. Then everything I was expecting for Q4 has now become Q1. And you will therefore not blame me for when I'm looking at Q1 and saying, yeah, there's no way all this makes it in Q1. So somebody give me some goddamn timelines, please. That's all I want. If it's going to be in Q2, that's fine. I just want to know if it's going to be in Q2. Just tell me what you think you're going to get out this month, or not this month, next quarter. And I'll be happy. Next week, roadmap is on the docket for discussion. All right, sweet. People's Guild doing the work, man. Guys, make sure you go check out People's Guild's episodes. They always bring some fire. Narrator, he said soon, but he was lying. Man, that horse comment got you all fired up. I don't know. It's just like, it's just funny. Maybe a little scary. He's like trying to get personal information. But yeah. You know what? iHorse has a good point. I want some timelines. That's it. Mainly because now at this point, I'm really trying to figure out how all of the pieces are going to fit in, right? Like we now have our backs up against the wall, and there's a lot of exciting things going on in crypto in general right now and going into next year. And so I think 2025, at least the first half of 2025, plays out similarly to 2021, where you get, massive pumps into January, then a cool off period into February, then another massive pump in March, right? Cool off in February, or not cool off in April, whatever. Like, I want to know how all this stuff is going to interlay with Splinterlands. And just in general, I mean, whatever. All my other investments are positioned accordingly, but obviously we talk about Splinterlands here on the channel. So, Luke says, I can understand suing for GLS or whatever that is. I mean, it's a free market, man. As sad as it is that it came to that, like, anybody could have done that. And that's like, I know people are upset about it, and you have every right to be, but I just don't think that, like, you're ever gonna win that case. How much Hawk did you grab this week? Oh my gosh, dude, the amount of people, and these must be like trolling tweets, right? Because I think they're just trying to engagement farm, but the amount of tweets that I've seen pop up where it's just like, hey, what's her name? I forgot. Haley, right? They're like, hey, Haley, and they're like tagging her, and they're like, I put in $35,000 and now it's like $2,000 or something like that. I really believed in what you were trying to do, and I really wanted to support you. What's going on? It's like, bro, come on, man. We're in a bull run now. People are getting rug pulled left and right from freaking Hawk Tua. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's not even a meme coin, but now it will be. I don't know if you guys heard about, there was like this YouTuber or live streamer or something a couple weeks ago. He like launched a coin while he was live on stream, and then dumped on all of his followers, right? Got everybody to buy in for like, whatever. And then he dumped on them like $30,000, and he was like laughing at everybody on stream, whatever. So then everybody started buying up the token and pushed it to the point that his original position would have been millions of dollars, right? So there was just to spite him for being an asshole. So it's like, he sold, like, he dumped on them for $30. He lost all of his social capital. And then to add, insult to injury or whatever, or to spite, whatever, they just like bought up the token aggressively so that his position would have been like millions of dollars, which is wild. So yeah, it very much feels like we're in bull run mode right now because stupid stuff is happening all over the place. Blockchain says, do an interview with Matt and ask him directly for a timeline. He said he's keen to do a video. Yeah. Oh shoot. You know what? I keep forgetting to DM him. This is what happens. So yes, I messaged him a while back. But see, the only problem is I told him I want him to come on the channel, but the only rule is that we're not going to talk anything Splinterlands. So I can't ask him, which is why I'm outsourcing that question to the People's Guild. And they're going to do it so much more tactfully. I trust in Bjangles to deliver it and get us some results. But thank you for the reminder. I do need to message him. I'm glad he remembered. I guess that shows that he wants to come on the channel, because I messaged him before, like beginning of November, before the election. Because I remember I messaged him and then he responded, and then I was like, oh, let's just wait until after the election. And then I got busy with travel and all this other stuff. So shout out to Matt. What a cool dude. I got a slew of topics though that I want to talk to him about. Can you live stream with Matt and we can ask the question? We'll see. I'll ask him if he wants to do a live stream or not. Unless it's somebody that I know and that I'm comfortable with, I don't like doing live streams because then I feel like I'm not giving my attention fully to either the person or the chat. So it's only like with people that I feel really comfortable with, who understand kind of what the thing is, or what the deal is. Anyone still remember the Squid Game token that instantly dumped to 0? Oh no, don't tell me. It's now sitting at like $15 a pop. Prime hit 16. Yeah, we were just looking at that, Tails. But you know, wake me up when we hit 111. That's what I'm waiting for. So what's interesting about this, at least as of right now, is we are sitting at 566 market cap. Let's just round up, right? We'll say like $16 is 600 billion, which is not the case, but could this be a $6 billion project? Is there an opportunity for this to 10x? I think so. Not a prediction, not a price prediction. Primarily just looking at major games from 2021. So let's do gaming. And the valuations that some of these projects reached, right? So Gala, for example. Okay, this might not be the best one, but let's just try it anyway. So all-time high market cap was, yeah, I mean, look at this. This was like 5 billion, right? Perfect example. So could we reach 6 billion and Prime gets the $150 a token? Wouldn't it be nice? Oh, Sandbox was another big one last time too. What's even going on with Sandbox though? See, like, I'm not following this. I'm just like, how is this project worth $2.2 billion? But yeah, perfect. See, there you go. $6 billion project. And I don't even know what's going on with Sandbox. Now, that doesn't mean that there's nothing going on. It's just like, you know, the Parallel team has, you know, Prime Studios on Super Drive right now. Where they got the TCG, rocking and rolling. They're going to get Colony out early next year. And then they're working on that third-person shooter for later on in the year. Let's do one more. Oh, of course, Axie Infinity. Like, this is at 1.4. Like, what's going on with Axie Infinity? You know what's crazy is that, like, 3.5 years ago, Axie Infinity was the game that got me into all of, you know, Web3 gaming. And even at this point, I still have no idea what's going on. $10 billion. Close to 10 billion. We'll say 9.8 or so. That could be a $225 Prime. Wait, no, hold on. I'm not doing the math right. Wait. A 10x. Oh yeah, no, 10x from here would be 160. 15x from here would be 240. Not bad. Not bad at all, I say. Let's go. I can do a 15x on Prime. I'll be happy with that. You can ROI in a starter deck in Parallel in about 2 weeks. Wait, really? That's awesome. So have the rewards gone up in Parallel? Because when I started, you could ROI in the deck in like 4 days. And then it became, everything was like super, super low for a while. So maybe, but they keep saying that there's like a bunch of people playing now, so I don't get it. Onk says season 4 in Sandbox. You know, who's a good like YouTube resource for me to just go and like learn about all different kinds of games? because I'm clearly not that guy, as much as I wanted this channel to be that. So I want to go learn from other people. SPL got me into Web3. Nice. Nice. Plus oh yeah, there's the Ronin chain too. How's Ronin doing now? Up 18%. Market cap still under $1 billion. For people who ask about my portfolio, I know I've never done a video and I probably never will, but Superverse has been something that's treated me really well. For people who don't follow, what's his name, Elio Trades, I think he puts out decent content. I'll usually check out his videos. A lot of it is like, I don't want to say basic, but he does cover a lot of interesting things in depth. Dude, Illuvium's still sitting at 350 million is wild to me too. I mean, here's another one. They did not have anything out, right? They did not have any game out. They were just selling assets and selling a dream. And look at this. The token price was what? $1,600? Shut the front door. Holy moly. Okay. And then market cap was only 1 billion? Wow. Okay. But do you see how insidious that inflation is? Guys, look at this. The market cap right now is roughly 1/3 of what the all-time high market cap is. But the price of the token is definitely a lot less than 1/3. I mean, if it does a 3x, right, to get to the new market cap all-time high, you'll be looking at $180 Illuvium ILV versus 1,700 at the top. God, inflation is awful. Yes. Okay, so this just means I need to for tomorrow so we can do some parallel gaming. Thanks for the heads up, Tails. Ron will melt faces. Wait, are you agreeing about Ronin? Okay, hold on. Give, what's the lowdown on Ronin? What am I missing here? Because what's his name? Foyer was trying to tell me about that for a long time, and I just never looked into it. The ILV airdrop for the summer was very juicy. Nice. All right. What's your go-to for non-scummy crypto news content creators? Who's my go-to? So I think I mentioned Elio Trades. I'll watch Coin Bureau from time to time. They'll have like I don't watch everything from them, but sometimes they'll like dive into like an interesting topic, but it may not even be crypto related. Sometimes they pivoted to doing a lot of like macro stuff during the bear. Gosh, I'll be honest, I don't like a lot of crypto content creators just because it feels a little too scummy, right? I love the Splinterlands family, right? So people who create content here, Tails, Dwayne, Bulldog. Although to be honest, I love the fact that Bulldog is like branching out into other games. I just have not been able to follow all the stuff that he's been doing. So that might be an easy place for me to start. But I don't know when it comes to like, and I guess it's mainly because I know a lot of these people personally, so therefore like I don't view them as just like random content creators. So yeah, when it comes to like just regular crypto stuff, I used to watch maybe a lot more back in 2021, 2022, but then I just felt, I don't know about you guys, but coming out of 2021 and the amount of people telling me that Q4 was going to be face melting and we're going to hit 100K Bitcoin and all that was like, when I realized everybody was wrong, I realized everybody was just full of shit. You know what I mean? And so therefore I was like, oh, okay, well, nobody knows what the hell's going on. So let's just let's just navigate this ourselves, right? And I've tried my best not to be that guy with the type of content that we do. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't listen to me. Just don't listen to me. I have no idea, right? This is what I think could happen, but I'm never gonna say with any kind of conviction. But yeah, so I just fell off a lot of crypto based stuff. I mean, there's a lot when it comes to like Bitcoin. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'll watch out there. Anything with Jack Mallers, anything with Michael Saylor. Lynn Alden's fantastic for like macro. I've recently been getting into Luke Gromen as well, because I think he again, a lot of like the Bitcoin stuff tends to be more macro stuff, which is of more interest to me than crypto stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Like going into this bull run, like I'm not trying to chase gains with a bunch of other little altcoins, right? I've done limited research, but in that limited research, I have narrowed it down to certain specific plays, right? That I've talked about here on the channel. So Prime being one of them. Obviously, Splinterlands is something that I've continued to, acquire. So Prime would be like my mid cap play. Splinterlands would be like my low cap play. And then actually, like a lot of my investing did not even end up in crypto. If anything, I'm playing a lot more with MicroStrategy and like minor stocks in TradFi, right? Just because I don't know, just because it's fun. It's been wild. So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel the need to like, maybe once the bull run gets going and greed hits me fully, right? Then maybe I'll be like, oh, well, let me find the next low cap gem and see what happens, right? It's exactly what happened to me last time. So I'm trying to stay disciplined. But, this time around, it's like, I've played a couple games, like they're cool. I'll probably get more into, I need to go buy a PS5. I need to buy a PS5 so I can play some of, what's that called? That shooter game. Oh my God, I can't even remember it now. The gun token, whatever game is associated with the gun token. Yeah, sorry, I wish I had better like you know who's a good person to ask? Dehota DJ. I would highly recommend asking him, because he's been making predictions both like publicly and then like privately with me that have been coming true. Like he's just like, oh yeah, so I think Bitcoin's gonna do this in whatever it is, and then he'll like send me a video of like something where he saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And then he's like, right, and I was like, holy shit, you got that. So I would recommend reaching out to him to see, because I think he's got his finger on the pulse way better for just crypto in general. Whereas my focus when I'm consuming content is mainly like macro and Bitcoin, and I just know all of that stuff is eventually going to make its way down into the rest of crypto. But it's like we need massive bull run first, and major. I mean, we can make the argument that we're in major price discovery already for Bitcoin. 100K, we did 26K of a green candle last month, so we should start to see that filter down into mid caps soon, is my guess, and then low caps, which again is why I'm trying to get that timeline from Matt, because if we just watch how this all plays out, mid caps and low caps were going buck wild in like mid-February to early March of 2021. And again, I don't want to focus on the second half of the year, because I know gaming took off at that point. So I was just looking at a bunch of like the low cap stuff that was happening there and just seeing stuff flying in early 2021. And it's like, okay, I generally feel like we are following last cycle to a T. It's like September looked the same, October looked the same, right? Or September looked similar, October looked very similar. November was carbon copy perfect of like, all right, once the election is done, we rip up for a couple of weeks, then we chop sideways starting around starting around like November 25th, which like again just perfect to a T. And so that's why I've been on this track of like, I don't think the bull run resumes. I don't think we get like major price discovery mode until mid-December, which of course was just invalidated with us crossing 100K. But I look at 100K more so as a psychological barrier rather than, some number that is, meaningful outside of that. So the fact that we crossed it and now we're back below it, in a way makes me feel better, because it's like, okay, we did it, and now like the next time we cross 100K again, like it's not like they're gonna bust out the fireworks, right? So we're just gonna rip through it, and it's not gonna be a big deal. So if that's the case, then I am expecting us to chop for another, I don't know, 10 to 14 days, right? Until mid-December, at which point I think going into the holiday, the thick of the holiday season, right? Last 10 days of Christmas and all that, I think could get really exciting. And, kind of layering last cycle with Plan B's thing of, and he's been very spot on so far. Again, not to say that, past performance is indicative of like future returns or future whatever, just because he had the last couple calls right. It's like, again, do I think it's going to happen? I mean, I don't know. Would I love for it to happen? Absolutely. But it would be totally wild for us to go from 100K to 150K in a short 2-week span before the end of the year and actually hit that 150K. Then it would also be wild for us to start January off in the same way we did January 2021, where we went from 30K up to 40K. So again, if you just look at it from like a percentage standpoint, right? We finally crossed the 20K barrier, previous all-time high, in December of 2020, December, I think 16th of 2020. And between that point and January 10th, or around that time, so it was like 3.5 weeks, we went from 20K to 40K, right? And then we cooled off. And that's kind of what Plan B is calling for now too, where it's just like, we can potentially go from 100K to 200K. And then he's expecting us to cool off down to 150K in February. And like, just imagine that for a second. Just imagine, like, because the percentages are the same, but the numbers are wild now, where it's like, okay, we're talking about like this pumping $100,000 in the course of like 3 weeks, and going buck wild in January, and then by late January, early February, it dipping and doing a 30%, like 25 to 30% correction down to 150K, which would be like a $50,000 drop. Which at that point, you're going to get bears coming out and being like, oh, this is it. This is the end, right? We topped out, whatever, only for it to continue onwards the same way that it did in March of 2021, where all of a sudden we started marching up again, right? Down from the 30Ks all the way up to 40s, 50s, and eventually, like, I think we topped at like 64 before the summer. So, yeah, I think it can get absolutely wild. I'm hoping that it will get absolutely wild. But yeah, that's such a long roundabout answer. Sorry, I know I didn't really give you any good content creators, but that's just where I'm at. Avox says, aren't most game tokens crazy inflationary? Same for SPS. Yeah, it is, but I don't know. They all suck then. I don't know what you want me to say. You're absolutely right, Avox. That's why all gaming tokens suck. All right, so Tails says, let's do a parallel stream soon. Indeed, we shall. I need to get updated on the meta from you. All right, so Ronin is the gaming chain. Stats don't lie. Okay. What stats should I be looking at? Okay, so because here's the thing. I'm not done making my plays just yet. All right, so here, like I said, I'm never gonna give you guys a full portfolio because this is not an investment channel. But let's see, what do I have right now? I have a little Solana. I have Superverse. I have Prime. Like, those are the three things that I've made like some rough plays into. And then I'm holding on to a couple from last cycle, AMP being one of them. And I have no idea what's going on with it. I saw that it pumped, which is great, but I'm just staking it and holding it for the long term. We'll see how it goes. But I do feel like I want a little bit more. Like, I have some Solana, not a lot. Like, if it were to like 4x, I'm not going to make a ton of money. So there's a part of me that's like, okay, maybe I want another like mid cap, which Ronin would kind of fit nicely into, right? Because again, it's under $1 billion. Or, I don't know why I'm saying that. It's under $1 billion. It's under $1 billion. And I could see it jumping up, not jumping up, but like, if things start to take off, it could be in the multi-billions and maybe even double-digit multi-billions. All right, should do better than IMAX this run. AVAX, another chain play. Yeah, so I thought about getting into AVAX. It's just I don't have like anything to do with that chain, and I never wanted to take the time to learn. But AVAX, hold on, let's see. Where's AVAX versus Solana? Because maybe what I should be doing, since Solana's not gonna like tear things up for me. Like, see, Solana's over $100 billion already. Whereas if I just transferred everything to AVAX, I mean, this is like a 5x play if it were to hit the same level. Oh, man. Decisions. Off the Grid. Thank you. That's the name of the game. Off the Grid. Could not remember it. You can technically play OTG on your phone now due to the cloud game. Wait, what? I'll probably be better on phone than I would be on controller or PC. And I'd be bad on all of them, but at least on my phone it'd be better. Wait, that's wild. Because, hold on. I mean, so, you know, this is actually great news for Splinterlands. Or it's not great news, but I'm very glad that Splinterlands is focusing in on mobile. Because, you know, Parallel doesn't even have mobile yet. And they're planning to launch that sometime, you know, around Q1. So if all these games are going to go mobile, including like Off the Grid, which seems to be the case now, and then you're going to get a bunch of other top tier games, it's good that Splinterlands will be able to like somewhat keep pace with them. All right, in my opinion, if you buy a new PS5, you should consider the Pro model. If you can find a cheap used one, then go with the base model. All right, thank you. I haven't bought a console in a minute, so I'm still hearing $10 trillion market cap in 25. Can you imagine what things look like when that happens? Wait, are you talking about Bitcoin or are you talking about crypto? Because, I mean, I don't want to be, you know, too bullish here, but Bitcoin's already at 2 trillion, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin itself was able to hit 10. But again, blow off top. But yeah. So Bitcoin goes up multiples, alts might capture a percentage, Bitcoin goes down, alts crash more. The only thing bucking the trend is new and shiny crypto. Yeah, indeed. Well said, Avox. All right, OTG are using NVIDIA Experience. So can I play on my iPhone? I know, I'm so basic, but can I play on my iPhone? I don't know what the NVIDIA Experience is. Is there an app? See, I'm going to be like one of those noobs that's trying to figure out Splinterlands 2. Wait, is there an app for this? For every game out there. Let's see. What happens if I type in Off the Grid into the App Store? Off the Grid. There's an Off the Grid companion app. Enrich your BR matches. And then Need for Speed, Google Earth, New York Times games, gun deals. Okay, that escalated quickly. I don't know. Yes, if you have good internet. Okay. I mean, I think I have okay internet. So okay, well, that's fine. I don't need to ask you on here. I'm not trying to make you type extra. I'll just try to look it up. But we are getting into exciting times. Man, you know what? It's just like, okay, so let's see. I'm busy this weekend. I'll have next week and the weekend after to hopefully dive into a lot more stuff, which is the goal right now, right? I've been talking about this for months and I still haven't done it. But then after that, I mean, I'll have the week after that, but like the last 2 weekends of December, I'm heading to Chicago, and I'll pretty much be out of pocket the entire time. And I can only hope that it's going to be absolutely wild, because then at least I'll have to like find reasons to jump on live streams with you guys just to talk about it. Otherwise, if things are boring, then you can expect exactly what happened this past weekend with Thanksgiving, where I'm just completely offline. Let's see. 21, 28. Yeah, so I don't know. The rest of the month is going to be kind of weird. So I'm like, part of me is just like, I want to get to 2025. Although I need to finish up a bunch of music stuff before we actually get to New Year. So that's what's on my plate right now. And then once we're there, it's like, yeah, man, just go crazy, play games, make money, go buy an island, right? Isn't that how it all works? All right, we've been on for an hour. I'm not gonna lie, this hour felt long. I don't know what it is. Like usually when I do like the daytime ones, the hours just fly by, but this hour felt really long. Not that I wanted to like leave early, but it just feels like I've been sitting for a long time. And it feels like we've talked about so many different topics and dug deep into a lot of things. And yes, I did say under a Billy. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I said that. It's just not me. It's just not me. And I'm not trying to be somebody else. Under 1 billion. We're not going to talk about Billies over here. But that's all I got for you guys. I will plan to do a live stream tomorrow, and then Saturday, Sunday will probably be out. Gonna enjoy some time with family, and then kind of go from there. But more content coming soon. Live stream tomorrow at some point, probably morning time, and then we figure it out. Hopefully, Bitcoin will recover, or it seems to already have been on the way. We shall see. Hopefully one of the videos I want to do before we get to the weekend is whatever the new voucher promo card is, if they're going to release those stats. But if not, that's going to have to wait until after the weekend. Maybe we'll see. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks for tuning in. I will see you all soon. Be well. Take care. Peace.